What's up, hungry people? Today, we're making no yeast, no rise bagels. Who knew that 2020 would be the year of the yeast shortage and the resurgence of home baking from scratch? Flour has been another unfortunate casualty of the pandemic. Whatever AP wheat flour you can find during these times will work. Then, we'll add baking powder and sea salt, along with plain Greek yogurt. You can also use plain whole milk yogurt as a substitution. I used my stand mixer with a dough attachment to start my dough, but you can totally mix by hand. I may or may not have just wanted to show off my sweet new Cricut customizations. I mean, just look how nice. Yeah, baby, the starving chef. Anyway, once a nice crumbly dough has formed, we can start pouring in hot water until a thick, sticky dough comes together. Keep mixing the entire time. The dough will seem like it's not coming together at first, but if you keep going, a smooth dough should start to form. You can always add more flour or water as needed until your dough reaches this point. The next step is to get this pesky stand mixer out of the way. Shout out to my fiance for the helping hands. Next, we'll dust our counter with flour and start kneading the dough. I'm gonna go ahead and consider this a quarantine workout because you'll need to work your dough until it's nice and elastic. The same goes for the bagel dough. This process will take about 10 minutes. Once your dough is pliable, toss it in a bowl, cover it with a towel, and rest in a warm spot for at least 1 hour. The dough won't double or rise, but it will relax the gluten and the dough will feel softer as a result. While the dough rests, we can make the everything bagel topping, which is my copycat version of the Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning. The secret ingredients to my everything bagel topping are old-fashioned oats, poppy seed, dried minced onion, sesame seed, dried minced garlic, and a generous cracking of sea salt. I like to double my recipe to have extra everything topping on hand to put on everything from avocados to pizza. Next, crack an egg into a small bowl and add a tablespoon of water and whisk it together to make an egg wash. Then we'll grab our dough here and use a dough scraper to cut the ball into 8 pieces. I wouldn't recommend going much smaller. You could feasibly get 12 small bagels or 6 large bagels out of this, but 8 cuts gives you perfectly sized bagels. Roll the triangles into even-sized balls and then use your thumb to poke a hole through the center of each dough ball. Use your fingers to shape the dough so that it is an even dough ring all around. You can make your bagel holes as wide or as small as you prefer. The bagels will puff up a bit as they cook, so the bigger the hole, the more defined it will be after baking. Once your bagels have been made wholly, arrange them on a baking sheet and give each bagel a brushing of egg wash. Make sure to get inside the hole too. Then sprinkle on as much of the everything topping as your little heart desires. Since I'm filming in my actual kitchen today and not in my usual studio, I made the last minute decision to make a quick cinnamon sugar topping with a pinch of cinnamon and demerara sugar blended together. The demerara sugar gives a bit of extra crunch to the bagel, but you can totally substitute regular sugar if you can't find demerara. Though I'd be willing to guess that most places will be out of white sugar before they are out of demerara. Bake the bagels for about 25 to 30 minutes until they are puffed up and golden brown. Let the bagels cool for at least 15 minutes prior to cutting for the optimal cutting experience. Or better yet, let the bagels cool overnight to bring out the classic bagel chewiness. Baking bagels has quickly become my favorite quarantine activity. I like to toss mine in the toaster for a few minutes to get them nice and crispy-like before adding a smear of cream cheese. What's been your favorite quarantine baking activity so far? Let me know which trends are must-tries and which are fails down in the comments. I need to know what to try next. I'm losing my mind. As always, you can find this recipe and many others with step-by-step instructions on thestarvingchefblog.com. I hope you all enjoyed, and stay well, y'all.